Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly welcome you to Marley State of Mind. You know what the fuck it is. You know what time it is, motherfucker. Let's go. It's a motherfucking podcast. Yeah, it's a motherfucking podcast. Hey, it's a goddamn podcast. Yeah, it's a motherfucking podcast, bitch. Yeah, it's a podcast, bitch. It's a goddamn podcast.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the world's dopest podcast, Marley State of Mind, down here at a Bunch of Bull Studios. And just like every other week, we're bringing you the dopest guests possible. And tonight's no different. We got JKJ with us tonight. How you feeling, bro?
Good, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, I'm glad to have you, man. I'm excited for tonight. You know, we like to take the viewers on a trip, you know what I mean, with you, take them on your journey, let them know where you were, you know, where you are and how you got to be there. You know, and that's what we're going to get into tonight. I like to start off the show by saying how I was introduced to the artist, how I came to find a particular artist. And for you, I want to say it was a rare show down Smiling Moose. And I heard you performing. I seen the energy. You know what I mean? You had crazy dope energy. It's one of the things that follows you as a reputation is your live show performance.
Appreciate it.
And then, you know, of course you was spitting that fire, bro. You got that hot stuff with you. So I definitely was intrigued and became, you know, a fan and followed your music from there and everything that you had going on, bro. You remember that, kid? You remember the Smiling Moose?
Man, yeah, the Smiling Moose was wild. I've been there probably, I want to say probably performed there about 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Smiling Moose was always one of the, as a matter of fact, one of my most recent paid gigs was down at Smiling Moose, open for Gifted Gab and Blimes Brixton.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That shit was wild.
Hell yeah, man. And like I said, that's what you do. So I seen a lot of what you got going on and seeing all the things you're going. And you stay consistent, always dropping new music, always dropping projects, and you don't lack in the quality. You're not one of those cats that just putting out quantity without having the quality with it. So I appreciate that as well. It's always some substance to the music. It's always heartfelt and a lot of thought that goes into it. I can tell as well. And I appreciate that. You got a lot of collabs that you do as well with people, but let's take it back to the beginning now. Whenever you found music or you first heard music that moved you or you felt that was like, damn, this is more than just background sounds, like what was that first song or what was that first music that you was listening to that made you feel something?
I would say like early on, my mom and them, now I got young parents, so like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They was hip hop babies, like kids and all that. So I used to listen to like a lot of DMX, a lot of Criss Cross is like one of the first little rap groups I listened to. Bro.
Yeah.
And then like I did like a lot of Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was heavy. Like I was a kid who read the book, like the little lyric book.
Oh yeah, for
trying
sure.
to know the words.
Like the covers, reading who produced it and all that.
Thick, you know what I mean? When the books was more than just a little panel in the joint.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So but it was like them. Like I used to listen to a lot of Michael Jackson, a lot of Criss Cross, you know what I'm saying? And then like when I got into my like real deep rap journey, it was like Eminem, DMX, because my pops played DMX every trip. Like we be going to like Detroit and stuff to see my gram. DMX and Jagged Edge was a rotation, bro.
Remember what the DMX album was?
Bro, it was it's Dark and Hell is Hot.
Yeah.
And I can't think of what the other one was. But we like that made me a DMX fan.
Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood.
I think it was. Yep, the red cover. Yes.
No, that's definitely fire, bro. Like that was one of the first albums that I've bought was It's Dark and Hell is Hot. Like when I was a kid, bro, like with my own money, I bought the tape cassette of It's Dark and Hell is Hot, and I knew it front to backwards. Funny enough, like because that's really a classic album. That's how I always think of classic albums. And if I call something a classic, it's something that you can listen to from beginning to end without skipping one joint, and you're satisfied the whole time you're listening to it. Like you're not in a rush to get past any of those songs. But that's what it was for you, though. You grew up on that hip hop. Now, was you performing? Like I know with Michael, you know, what I mean, a lot of kids wanted to perform and dance around. Was you performing?
No, sir, I was not the dancer. You wasn't finna see me trying, and I knew early on I could not moonwalk.
You had to attempt it at least once.
No, sir. I would ask how to do it. Somebody would show me, and I would go, "No, that look like I can't do that. I'm cool."
For sure. For sure. For sure. No. So when did you start it? When did you start performing? When did you first start really like messing with music, freestyling or writing? When was the first time you tried to make original compositions?
So like, my original writing journey, I started out trying to make like books.
Mhm.
I was like, I used to
You
try
was a
to write
creative
like,
writer.
yeah, like I tried to make like little horror stories. Like I would recruit other kids every year and try to get them to like do that. I like typewriters and shit when I was a kid. It was
Yeah.
weird, but I ended up. I used to ask my dad and them about like song structure and all of that, and then I like would try it, but I wasn't confident in it, and I would do like the poetry stuff more often.
Yeah.
But then like when I really decided I was gonna try to like record, I was hanging with the homies in like 7th grade.
Yeah.
Neighbor rapped. He was already like on to like trying to like rap. So we had a little tape recorder outside, bro, and we would just play beats and try to like hit the little record joint and try
As you
to
playing.
rap, bro.
Where was y'all finding beats at? 'Cause this probably wasn't like YouTube era or nothing like that. Like,
Mm-mm.
how was you getting the beats at that
So
time?
it would be like my man's got some like a CD or old like tape or something with instrumental to one of the tracks.
Yeah, like the single.
Yeah, so we would be doing that. And then like this is like LimeWire days and
Yeah,
stuff. So
yep.
we would download like an instrumental to something.
Hope it ain't messed up.
Yeah, like hope it ain't saying purchase your tracks here or something in the back. And we be outside trying to rap. I remember like my man's Chico, shout out to my man Pac-Man Chico, you know what I mean? Like
What up, Pac Man?
he used to be out there with me, like, and we had this ice cream man joint. It was funny as hell, bro. But you would hear the cars in the background and everything. Like
That was the beat. It was an ice cream. Ice cream.
yeah,
You remember that joint?
man. Yeah, no, hell no. I just remember Cheek used to be like,
You remember
Mr.
you thought I was gonna make you try to rap, but I wasn't gonna
Hey,
make you try to rap.
Cheek used to like. I only remember his part. He'd be like, Mr. Ice Cream Man, Mr. Ice Cream. Like, bro, it was funny as hell.
Hell yeah. When you think about that, like those times, and you think about like when you first got into the music, like does that the type of stuff that keeps you focused, keep you driven? Is like thinking about like where you started at, thinking about when it was the purest to you.
Yeah, bro. Cause for me, honestly, like I've always taken this approach to where like I want to do this as like,
Go ahead.
hey, he's funny as hell. Go ahead, cuz. Hey, but
Shout out Scoot.
shout out to Scoot,
Yeah, for sure.
man. But I've always taken the approach to where like I want to live off of this, but like I could never just say I do it for money. Like
Right.
this is really my creative outlet, my therapy. Like you know what I'm saying. Even if nobody listened, I would still want to put stuff out. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it's also something that I've learned helps other people. So like I kind of just feel like it's like what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what
Like
I
it's
mean?
your purpose.
Yeah.
I feel that. Now you said you was making records with the homies with the tape recorders. Y'all was doing it. Now at that point, like when did you realize like, damn, I got something here? Like you know, what I mean, I'm really nice at this. Like I'm more than just playing with this.
I ain't think I was hard till probably I was like 19.
Yeah.
Cause like my dad used to be real honest with me. He'd be like, "Yeah, bro, stick to school and sports, cause rap ain't it." And I'd be like, "Damn, bro, like it's okay. One day you gonna like me." Then I got older, start taking it a little more serious. People in campus. The first time I knew I had something, first song I dropped in college, when I first came back, like as a hey, I rap. I put out the song "Do My Thing," and then I put out this is like when we were uploading stuff on Hulkshare, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and then I put up a little ringtone, how we can make the ringtones.
Yeah.
Bro, people really downloaded it, and I'm like, fam, like, boys is really downloading this ringtone, fam. People was walking around campus with my ringtone, and I was like,
How'd that make you feel?
I said, oh snap. All right, I might be able to do something with this.
Yeah.
All right, we going full throttle, man. I used to wake my homie up every single day, running in his dorm room, waking his dorm mates up, all of that. yo, fuck all that. It's time to get up.
They had the studio in their dorm.
Yep. I said, hey, bro, you gotta get up. I said, we recording. It's time to get up.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, ain't no doubt, bro. Like, so that's what I like to hear. So you was really just getting it out the mud on campus, started really exploring your craft and getting into it like that. Now, when you started to get that validation from that, how did that, like, what did that do to your spirit? Did that drive you to keep going forward?
Yeah, bro. That shit lit a fire up under me, bro. After that, it was
Yeah.
like all systems go. Like I gotta figure out how we can get this bigger and bigger.
Right.
But it's like the impact that people like that the music has on people.
Mm-hmm.
That shit, like it's a
Drives you.
different type of feeling because it's like
Yeah.
there's nothing else in life that you can really do that you'll get that same feeling for. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like a high. It's
Mm-hmm.
like a high when people are feeling your music. Like it's like a high for you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it. Now when you start getting that validation, you start getting it now. Are you dropping projects? Or are you just making singles? Like what direction are you going with the music when you're on campus dropping this stuff after you see the ringtone starting to pop a little bit?
I've always been a project person, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's the way I started out listening to music. We didn't have the availability of a whole bunch of singles. Like
Right. Right.
you listen to the whole project. That's how you found your favorite song.
Right.
So like I've always been a project person. Like I ain't never really like I do singles and stuff, but it's always leading up to a project.
Do you still feel that way?
Yes. I like people used to be like, "Oh, you put too much music out." And I'm like, "Number 1, bro, what's the sense of holding the music?"
Right. If you got it.
And then like from watching people, bro, like a lot of times when people like are not here anymore, they folks don't know how to release their music anyway. So like,
Yeah.
why I'ma hold it, bro? I'm gonna make more. I'm gonna give it to y'all.
Yeah. And you say anything you do is leading up to the project. Do you feel like does that help you write? Do you have to write like towards a purpose, towards like a project, or can you just write a single? Or do you feel more motivated writing towards a project?
No, honestly, bro, projects end up coming after like I get a couple songs just randomly together. Like
Okay.
I don't go into stuff like I want to make
You
this.
don't have a concept for the album prior
No.
to the album being coming to be.
Like I come up with all the titles of my projects, like standing on the porch smoking somewhere,
Yeah.
like by myself, like
Vibing to the
thinking,
music.
yeah, and I'm just like, this is it.
How many songs do you usually collect before you're like, all right, let me make this a project?
I really don't have to stop myself, bro, before I just like, because otherwise I'll just like keep recording and want to add this song. Like I could drop a project today, record tomorrow, and be like, damn, I should have put this song on there.
What's that process for you, the recording process? Are you someone who goes to the studio prepared, or do you like to write in the studio? Do you like to have a few songs before you go to the studio? What's that look like for you?
Man, honestly, producers love me in the studio because I don't like to waste time in the studio.
I feel that.
I'm not a like I can write on the spot. It takes like you can ask anybody who's ever worked with me. It takes me 10, 15 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I usually got some shit going. But like I never understood how niggas will pay for a whole session and then come in there with nothing at all ready.
Just a party?
And yeah, bro, like you paying this man to play music on the speakers, bro. Like what? No, man. Like when I go in there, if I get a 4-hour session, bro, I'm probably getting 7, 8 songs done.
That's how I feel about it too. Like it's especially if you're paying for studio time. I think it's crazy to
Mm-hmm.
pay to hang out. Like we can hang out at the crib
Bro,
and then go to the studio and make music.
I watch boys and I'm like, bro, you get a 4-hour session and you did 2 songs.
Isn't that crazy?
What? I would be upset.
Mad, bro. Sick.
Killing me because like studio
Sick,
time is
bro.
not cheap. It's not cheap, bro.
It's not cheap, no. But some people, and I get it, some people vibe like that. Some people, that's what they got to do in order to get their right, you know what I mean, to get into their writing bag. They want to be in the studio, you know what I mean? They want to be right there creating it because that's how they vibe. But I'm more in the same mindset as you. I think it's too expensive studio time not to get the maximum amount of production out of it.
Like at most, what I'll do is I'll try to at least have 3, 4 songs written, or started at least.
Yep.
And then if I get in the studio and I'm like, all right, I need a second verse
time
to this, or and I can, because I know it won't take me long.
Right.
But I'm not finna come in there and be like, I ain't got no song
You ain't
concept,
got
bro.
no-
Play some beats, bro. Play through them beats real quick, bro. I don't have it to do.
I've seen that.
I can't do it.
I've seen that. Hell yeah. So now you're on campus. You know what I mean? You're dropping the music. You're making projects now. Do you remember what your first project was?
Yeah, my first project isn't because I'm only doing adult years. Yeah. My first project was called Welcome to Star Life. Because what I did was I got up there when I decided I was going to rap for real. I got some homies on campus and I was like, look, bro, I know y'all don't really rap, but like let's do this rap group shit. Like y'all think y'all got bars, let's do this shit. And I ended up it was supposed to be a group project. Ended up I think I did a lot more stuff solo on there.
Yeah.
So then I just process and I work quicker. So I just kept recording a little more. So it kind of just like fizzled out with the group stuff because I was
Became
just
more like your project with features on it.
yeah, because I was just working and working and working, and like they were like, I mean, we're in school, so
Yeah, they're doing school stuff.
yeah, but I'm like school stuff, and I want to be in the studio.
Yeah. Damn. What was that? How was the reception for that first project?
The first project I actually got pretty decent reception, and this is when we were putting stuff on like Reverb Nation and
Yeah.
Hoaxshare, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's not something I go back and listen to.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Dude, I think sometimes as artists you hear that old stuff, you see things that you could have done better, or you probably didn't have your sound or didn't really know your voice at that time, was trying to come to find it. So it's a little cringe when you go back and listen to the early stuff.
I'd be like, what? Y'all thought this was cool?
Yeah.
No, sir.
Yeah, you just grew a little bit is all that happened for real.
Like there's potential. Don't get me wrong. I can hear the potential on there, but I would never play that by myself.
You wouldn't bump it. Now you mentioned Reverb Nation, like that means you've been recording and dropping music for a period of time where you got to see the progression of music and how music is being shared and how it's grown and transformed. How do you feel that you were able to adjust to that from going to things like Reverb Nation and blogs, physical copies of CDs, to now where there is no real, there is no real blogs, or there's really no physical copies that are given out. Everything's mostly digital. You have to have digital distribution, and even the way music is promoted is completely different. Videos aren't even as popular as they once were. Like, how have you been able to make that transition, especially as an independent artist, right?
Yeah,
because you don't have a machine behind you to help you with that.
No, sir.
Have you found it challenging?
Yeah, man, it's always been a struggle trying to. It's more so a struggle trying to get things to the most ears at one time.
Right.
Excuse me. They make I feel like they make things harder and harder when they see people are having success from these things.
Yeah.
Like Facebook. It used to be so much easier to get your peoples to see your stuff when you were sharing it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Until Facebook noticed, okay, y'all blowing up off this, but you're not paying us for ads.
Right.
So now we got to reel it back. So now we like ghosting your posts and all that type of stuff.
Shadow bans and all that type of stuff.
So, but like as far as like adjusting to like how music's distributed, I feel like that hasn't really been a struggle for me because I'm like still younger. So like I've always just like you see it coming.
Right.
If you're not like if you're paying attention,
Yeah.
you see it coming. So like you will hear boys like when I used to upload on Hoaxshare and Reverb and all that, people would be like, yo, like this is dope, but you should upload on iTunes. And I'm like,
right.
Y'all would pay for this?
Right.
I'm like, all right, if y'all would pay for this, all right, cool. I'm putting it up on iTunes. You know what I'm saying? SoundCloud, when that was booming, we was up on there. I fell off on the SoundCloud wave, but it wasn't because SoundCloud fell off. It was because of the stigma that SoundCloud started to get. Like it was like
being a SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah, bro. It was like how when people go, oh, local rapper, and that local is supposed to be shade towards you. Like it's not really like, oh, you're from here. It's local. We don't take.
Yeah, I don't even like that language. I like underground, emerging. You know what I mean? Like,
but they be trying to hit you with the local. So it was like SoundCloud rappers. Like, all right, well, fuck it. I want you to take me serious. I'm not uploading on there no more.
You still got music on SoundCloud?
I had a ton of music on there. I had almost taken my shit down. And it was crazy because I posted this a couple weeks ago. But a couple years ago, some girl from like Florida messaged me. I had forgot to pay my SoundCloud bill for like a month. Messaged me like, yo, like, why'd you take this one song down? Like, if you could you like send it to me? She was like, this song helped me like through this like time in my life and inspired me to write this paper about MLK and all this other stuff. And I'm like, damn, bro, I honestly just forgot to pay my SoundCloud, but like, I'm like, I'm glad that song did that for you. I'm gonna put it back up. So like, SoundCloud, man, I still got some gems on there.
What was the name of the song?
That one was Out of Reach.
What was the content of the song?
It was just more so. I was at a time. I think I wrote that when I was like spending a lot of time by myself, sitting in the room alone. Like, I just didn't really want to be bothered. Just the world was getting to me.
Yeah.
So,
Did you think when you're making music like that, do you think it'll have the impact that it has on people?
um, sometimes I see it, sometimes I don't. I'm like, I hope somebody takes this way.
Yeah.
But like, everybody interprets things differently, so
Right.
you don't know like that this is gonna hit this person for real like that, as
Yeah.
opposed to like this help get this person through like the rest of their week. Like I didn't have somebody help like tell me that my music helped them through like a really dark time in their life,
Right.
and you don't know that's gonna do that for people.
No, not at all.
You like, man, I just hope somebody feel me on this.
Right.
You don't know that might have kept somebody off a bridge or whatever. Like, so
Yeah. That's crazy to think about, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy to think about. So you dropped the first project, which was supposed to be with the homies, but everybody kind of faded.
Mm-hmm.
So you dropped that first project. When did you start getting shows? How did that come about for you?
First
Because I
show
did
I
make
ever
mention of your
did.
stage presence and how comfortable you are on stage.
The first
That's what
show
I
I
was
ever did, I was forced into, bamboozled, swindled, did not know it was happening. It was out in Uniontown, and it was at what was it?
Shout out Uniontown.
The Max. Yeah, it was at the Max. And it was right when Mac Miller, shout out and RIP the homie Mac Miller, you know what I'm saying? It was right whenever he was blowing up with kids.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm with Palermo. Shout out Palermo Stone, you know what I mean?
What up, Palermo?
Big Lermo.
Yes, sir.
So bro, he used to run with Mac and he was opening for Mac. We had just did this song down at ID Labs for my culture. So he coming to pick me up from my dorm. He like, yeah, bro, you coming to the show with me? I'm thinking I'm just going. I ain't never performed ever in my life. Never touched the stage, live mic, none of that. He like, yeah, I'm doing for my culture. I'm like, where? That's the song we doing. Thinking he just doing his part. He like, so you performing? I'm like, oh. He said, I'm outside. I'm like, bro, wait a minute. Like, I didn't know. I'm in the back seat with the headphones on the whole ride up there trying to learn this part. I'm like, bro, if I forget,
how long ago did y'all record it?
Bro, it was like 2-3 weeks old, bro. I'm like, bro, if I don't know, if I get up there and don't know these words, my entire start to my rap career is dead. It's
over before you even get going.
Man, we get up there, they're like, one mic work. Bro, I'm like, how he's supposed to hot potato this mic to me?
Yep.
It's a rap.
How'd that performance go?
It ended up going pretty good. Like, and it was crazy because it cut out in between part of his set. But it ended up, and it cut out a little bit of mine. But because we had the lyrics still on there, and this is why I've never been against having lyrics on live music.
Talk about it, yeah. I'm with you on that,
because
bro. I'm with you on that.
When the mic cut out, I was still able to keep going and moving, and people never noticed that I missed a step.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit because there's a lot of controversy behind that, right? Like some people are for it, some people are against it, some people are heavily against it. I never always noticed that the people that are for it are not heavily like, oh, you should do it, but like the people who are against it are so far against it. And I lean with you on this. I lean with you on this for these reasons. Every sound system is not built equally.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you go up there with just a beat, like people might not even be able to hear your words, so all they're hearing is a beat. So that kind of defeats the whole purpose within itself.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can have show tracks made. I think that's also a good thing to do if you're able to have that luxury. Not everybody has that luxury either, but you can have show tracks made where it keeps your background vocals. You know what I mean? You can do like keep like your dubs or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm with you. Like I think it's better for that reason, like mainly because all sound systems aren't built equally. And if you want people to really hear your music and gain interest in you, I think it's good to have those words in there. But that's just my feelings on it. How do you feel about
people, all sound workers are not
built the same? Yeah, sound engineers, yeah.
So, and all their equipment, all the mics are not the same. So like I've been in some terrible situations where the mics is cutting out, you can't hear nothing, you got all kind of stuff going on. So it's like, bro, if you got all of that and I still got to give these people a show and I got to work around all this, then you want me to not have my words and stuff on here.
Right.
Cuz can't hear in the back because you suck at sound.
Right.
And then it's on me. I'm the one whose face they seeing, so they're gonna go, he sucks because this situation sucks. No, sir. So I'm gonna make sure you still hear these words, and you're gonna see me up here with this energy. So
Right.
regardless,
Yep.
if something cut out, bro, you see I'm up here going hard. If this music quit, you still gonna hear me rapping.
Exactly. Exactly.
So like,
And they're going to know the substance of you, right? And if they like the song, then they can go ahead and check it out further and hear it
and
that way.
if you're doing that, you're also there's a way to learn how to perform to where you don't just sound like you're doing karaoke up there.
Right. Right.
So you have to take that into account too, because you can't be up there just looking like you up here at a bar karaoke trying to do your own song.
Right.
You have to know how to present it, how to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But boys don't be want to take the time to learn about performing. So
Is that something that you had to do? Did you take time to perfect your craft when it came to the performance aspect of it?
yeah, man. I always tell people I approach rap the way I approach like football. So it was like I watch film, bro. I gotta assess how I played. I need to see how I did, bro. Was I energetic enough? I used to be like, bro, I'm a big nigga. I'm not jumping around until I learned how I could jump around and still not be out of breath
Breath.
like
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
Now I'm like, all right, now we can get these people some energy. I can
Yep.
jump around, go do all, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like, but you have to study yourself. You have to
Right.
get better. You can't be like, man, I watch boys get up there and they won't even rap none of their words. They just up there like, y'all, put your heads up. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Y'all out there, follow me at that. You know, you be like, bro, like, what does the song say? You know what I'm saying?
It's true. True.
Or it's like you get up there, if you know you're doing a whole bunch of fast rap, bro, you need a hype man.
For sure.
Somebody can give you some breaths because you up there cutting out and all, bro, you can't breathe. Stop. Wait.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what you need a hype man for. Like, but people don't, it's crazy. I'd be like, y'all don't want to take the simple steps to look at that.
They're not taking their craft seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find that you get a trap? Do you find do you find like when you're watching performers now, do you find yourself to be critical of different performances, or you find yourself to be a critic of different performances now?
Um, critical.
Like from a standpoint, like not saying like you're hating on somebody, but like, damn, I would have did it this way,
Mhm. Yeah.
or like, damn, homie would have been dope if he would have approached it in this manner.
Yeah, I like, man, I notice everything. Like I'd be like, damn, bro, like if he wouldn't have did this, like, or if he'd have been like, or like, bro, stop saying that. Just rap. Just, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? I'd be doing all that. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be hard not to, because like for me, I'm like, fam, if you would just take a couple pointers from me, bro, I give you some game real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and I'm not the best, I'm not the greatest performer in the world. I think I'm one of the better ones in the city. I ain't gonna hold you. But like I know that I could always be better. Would love to be someone who had a budget so I could do big stuff on stage and
Right.
do like see how far I could push my creativity.
Right.
But you should always want to be better.
100%. 100%. Is that something that moves you? Is striving towards being better, progression?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And does that follow you with every aspect, not even just the performance, but like making albums? Do you find yourself comparing your old stuff to your new stuff?
Yeah, and when I say comparing, it's like I'll go back and I'll hear certain songs and I'll be like, all right, well, I could have taken this a different route, or I could have like messed with my cadence, my flow a little more on
Yeah.
this. So it's like I'll go back, like I'll play certain songs and I'll be like, I don't want this to sound like this.
How this came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, all right, because this is in the same vein. Like it could be about some turmoil or whatever. And I'm like, well, let me make sure this don't sound like these other 5 songs about turmoil that I got. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Shit like that.
Right. Yeah, hell yeah. So you did that first show. What was that like for you? How'd you feel after you got done with that first show?
Bro, I felt accomplished. I was like, now I'm good. I can't be scared of nothing because you can't get no more last minute than that, bro. I'm outside, bro. Hold up. Wait. Okay. That's it. You can't be scared of nothing now.
What was the crowd like?
Crowd, it was sold out for what that venue was, and I think at the time it was like 500 people, something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a crazy first show.
Mm-hmm.
Were you nervous?
Man, nervous ain't the word, bro. I'm standing there. Mind you, the crowd is held back by like this thin little white line of string.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm gonna forget every single word when I get up here.
Did you do it? You remembered all the
Man,
joints?
I remembered all my words. I was the happiest person in the world. Boy, I got off stage and said, I'm good now.
Yeah,
I can
yes,
do
sir.
it anytime. And in the next show I think I did, I put together myself.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
What was that next show? Do you remember what that was?
That was in Jeanette. Yeah, that was in Jeanette. I can't remember what the spot was called, but I ended up booking all the performers and everything. I ended up getting my man Landon, shout out Landon Thomas. I got
Damn,
him on there.
that's what's up. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was when I still had my little group. So like we was there.
What's the name of your group?
Star Life Click.
Okay.
And then Palermo franchise. So we had some boys on there.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. How'd you link up with them boys? Because they was like, not to say was, but are. You know what I mean? Like, you talk about Palermo Stone, you talk about franchise, you're talking about some of the best in the city. How'd you link up with them type of individuals?
So Palermo, we ended up linking because of my homie Marty. So Marty had his mom. I think his mom and Palermo's mom went to church together. So like we knew them. We ended up linking, and that was when he had told me about Palermo when he was tipped the ill spit,
Yeah, yep.
and he had that lame again video out. And
Mhm.
it was like, you know what I'm saying? So this was like one of the only people I knew that was like really rapping music video, that type shit. So we did that. And I'm like, all right, bro. He's like, I'm gonna link y'all for a collab. So we do the collab. He comes up to Seton Hill because that's where I was going to college at the time. He was living out in Greensburg. Comes up there and he's like, bro, I really fuck with what you doing after he seen me rap. He was like, I really think you got something. And I'm like, all right, cool. And he's like, I used to run with Mac. Well, I run with Mac at the time. He was in Most Dope. He got
Yeah,
the
yep.
Most Dope tattoo, all that shit.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I wasn't really familiar with Mac at the time. I got deeper into Mac because I was cool with Palermo.
Right.
Like I started listening and I'm like, all right, dude's hard. I'm like, he just got a deal. Like, and at the time, Palermo was stepping aside to focus on his solo stuff.
Yeah.
At the exact same time, Mac is blowing up with kids. So that's how I ended up meeting Fran, and you know what I'm saying, going from there. And then I really can't think of how me and Landon ended up crossing paths. But yeah, like I said, he ended up getting booked on one of my first shows. And then
How'd you get that together? You had your first show, and then you end up putting together your own show. Like, that's crazy to go from being on a show to putting together to putting together your own show, like
yeah,
as your second ever show.
bro. So like what it was I knew this dude up there, this dude AJ, and he was working at a venue up there. I forget what it was called. It was somewhere in Greensburg, somewhere small. Um, and he was throwing like little band shows and all that. And I told him I wanted to set one up, and he helped me get that shit going. And we ended up, man, I ended up printing up flyers up at the college and all of that,
Yeah,
and
hell yeah.
trying to get a couple people to go. We didn't have a whole bunch. I think we had like 20 people show up, something like that.
Yeah.
But it was cool for like my first thing because I had never done it before. I
Done
was
anything
taking a
like
leap of
that?
faith.
Did you make some money off of that joint?
I really can't remember
Yeah.
because it
A
wasn't
lot of
even
that,
about all that for
a lot
me.
of time those shows you be taking a hit them first couple of shows putting them together, like it don't be lucrative. Like that's just difficult to
But we had got the venue for free.
oh, that's fire. That's fire. All right, so you're doing a lot of shows. You dropped a project. You're dropping more projects. You know what I mean? Now, when do you feel like you see it taking off? You see it really making moves. You really see that the music's doing something for you.
Um, hmm, I want to say like at that time the blog stuff was going. So when I started
Yeah.
getting a bunch of blog posts and stuff, and then we had got like what was that? Rep PGH.
Yeah,
Shout
Rep
out to
PGH.
K-Mo.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When she used to had a Rep PGH site, we had got like a honorable mention or something. Me and Palermo for like um people to watch out for or some shit
Yeah.
like that. And made me hype. I was like, all right, now I'm taking notice. All
Getting some
right.
validation.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right. And then I just started being with him. We used to go everywhere together. So I was around like all of the that era of Pittsburgh hip hop,
You're around the right
like
people.
BD and B White. B White ended up linking up with me to do features, and we from the same spot, never knew each other.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
came together because
Both
of
from the
music.
port. Yeah, that's right.
It was crazy because the 58s was blowing up at the time and
Yeah,
all
hell
that.
yeah.
So like I just was always around, and people always just genuinely fucked with me because like I've always been a genuine person, and like I've always called myself like a rapper's rapper because
Yeah,
other rappers always fuck with me. They love my music and shit. They like, bro, you're hard. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And I'm just a cool nigga. So
It all comes together.
yeah.
Indeed, indeed. So you start getting that validation. You seeing the blogs popping all crazy. You know what I mean? You're making music. Now, how many projects do you got out right now?
I just dropped my 24th project.
24 projects, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I could listen to myself for hours.
Yeah, you could take a trip across the United States bumping nothing but you.
Hey man,
can you hear the progression in each project? Like,
yeah,
can you tell the difference?
Yeah, I try to make sure that like I go back and listen to stuff, and the new stuff got to be harder.
Yeah. Do you listen to your old stuff?
All the time, up to a certain point. I would say out of 24 projects, I'll go back probably 12 to 15 of them.
That's crazy. What's your favorite project by you?
The one I just dropped.
Let's get into that a little bit. Let's get into that a little bit. I think we're gonna play some joints off of there.
Yes, sir.
We can get into that.
Shout out
tell us about this, bro.
Yeah, bro. So this came about because after I dropped my last project, Blue Chip Prospect, that was last year. I ended up hollering at my homie Stay 100. Shout out to him. He out there in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
He actually went to high school with Metro Boomin. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
But he ended up, had always been like a supporter of mine and shit. We met years ago. He was one of the first like features I did for somebody not from out here. And they always fucked with my music, you know what I'm saying? And he had sent me a beat. I think I did one or two of his joints before this. And he just was always like, bro, we gotta work. And then after I did this project last year, he was like, bro, we should do a whole EP. And I'm like, fuck it, bro. You want, you know what I mean? You send it through, I'm gonna take it to the studio.
Right.
So all year we just been working. I would go do 2 or 3 songs, come back, working, do 3 or 4 songs, come back. And I would send them to him. And he's like, bro, you work so quick and you're efficient. He's like, bro, and these songs is hard. Like, it was supposed to be 5 or 6 songs. Ended up being 13 song project.
That's crazy.
Plus, I think I cut 3 or 4 songs
from the project.
Yeah.
You gonna end up releasing them or no?
Yeah, we still talking about doing a deluxe version in a couple weeks.
Okay.
Possibly.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this one. What's going on? Introduced us to it. Let us know how it came about. What song we gonna get into off of this dip?
You can play that Shador, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Shador.
Shout out Shador. What's tell us, introduce this track to us, bro.
So that shit, you know what I mean? I don't do a whole lot of talk my shit joints. I like the whole rap through all the way through joints when I feel like that's like a Pittsburgh staple.
Yeah, it is.
We do a lot of just straight rapping all the way through joints.
No hooks, no nothing.
So when I got this, I was just like, all right, we need something gritty for the tape. And I've been a fan of Colorado. I've always been a Deion Sanders fan.
Yeah,
I feel like
that. Yeah, I'm with you.
We all should be, for real.
Exactly, yeah.
And I like, you know what I mean? I like the little flex that he do, you know what I mean? Like,
the watch flex.
What time it is to watch flex.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I mean, I went, when I started writing it, and I'm just like, score, lift the arm, and go Shador. And that's how it came about, you know what I mean?
All right, let's get into this. This that JKJ and Stay 100 flips.
Yes,
Shador.
sir.
Make sure y'all get that on all platforms.
Shit. Fuck what they talking, I'm what they needed back. Y'all they keep talking, but I can see the glance. They playing dunce, I'ma proceed with class, speeding past while I'm rolling up out of Khalifa bag. Staying 100, no, that's a lethal tag. Killer combination, y'all ain't worth the conversation, so I keep my messages direct within the congregation. Tried to play me for my heart, you annihilation, feeling like a bad MD. How I ain't got the patience, niggas must need LASIK, how they steady overlooking greatness. Never put in situations, if you had to walk in these 11s, you would never make it. think they got the hardest camp. I'm a Crystal Lake, you're kidding like he Jason, but I'm coaching, tell him I ain't playing. Nigga version of Vegeta, bitch, I'm going saying. They said it's a lot for them to chew, he spitting Copenhagen. So amazing when I'm really on, bitch, you know I'm yayin'. Told you who I am and that's a car, you can quote and hang it. Kill them all and hide the body, so there's no arranger. Showing skill to them for all these years, ain't no more explaining. This no longer entertainment, back to federation. Wrestling with thoughts and these emotions on the biggest stages. QB1 up on the board because I masticate and score. Lift the arm and go Shador. See the rollie waving. In my prime like I'm Dion back in 9-5. I can take it to the crib or hit a line draft. Biggest critic, so my standards sit a mile high. I can shine low until I hit him from the blind side. Going Michael, ain't for Jackson, but can turn in Myers. Niggas trying to match the catalog, but keep burning tires. They indoctrinating kids, but you don't inspire. Burn with every ear, whoever here, gather around the fire. Shit. Y'all know the name. I said we score, lift the arm and go Shador. What? Prime. It's prime time, yeah. 100 flips, whoa. Poor side check.
That's Shador. JKJ. Stay 100.
Yes, sir.
That's on all platforms?
All platforms, you know what I'm saying?
That's a new release?
Yes, sir. 13 tracks.
13 tracks.
Good 43 minutes of some music for you.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And while we got you here, tell the people how to get a hold of you if they want to do some features, if they want to get you for an interview or they want to book you for a show. How's the best way to get a hold of you?
You get me on Instagram at JKJ412. You know what I'm saying? That's the same on Twitter, I want to say, and Threads. You know what I'm saying? That's the new joint.
Threads.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all get a hold of that, man. And you like collaboration? You collabing with people?
Yeah, man. I'm always down to collab, bro. I feel like collabing, number one, is one of the smartest ways to grow your music, but it's also like, who don't like trying to mash two brains together and figure out what some dope shit we can come up with?
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Like, I just recently, like, my little brother, he got shout out to Trap Bando. My little brother, he just did 2 features on my tape. Bro,
That's
it was so wild, like, and it was a different kind of connection working with your sibling in the studio.
Yeah.
And like he getting hype and excited, like, and I'm getting hype and excited to see him kill it. But
you feeding off his energy.
Yeah, bro, and it's wild because it's like, bro, like bonding, it's a different kind of, you bonding all of a sudden with your brother, like you ain't never know. You like, damn, bro, we just made some hard shit. Like, I'm proud of him. Yeah. All types of shit. It's crazy, bro. Like,
yeah, we got we definitely want to get into more of the new project. Want to play one of them dips?
Mm-hmm.
What should we play next?
Play that Isn't Fair. He killed that.
Go ahead and intro this track for us.
1 second.
No, you good. That's what we do when we live. Y'all at the world's dopest podcast at a bunch of cool studios. Marley State of Mind.
But yeah,
you already know how we get down.
This Isn't Fair. You know what I'm saying? JKJ featuring my little brother Trap Bando. Be looking out. He got some hard shit coming for y'all. He just dropped some shit with Bebe Saba from up in Ohio.
Okay. All right. Let's get into that.
100 flips.
100 flips. New JKJ. Isn't Fair.
Baby, are you there? I know that you missed when I was playing in your head. Work you till you trust, you let me beat it like a snare. Love her when I'm sober, even more when I'm in bed. Baby, don't be scared, don't be scared, don't be scared. A lot of memories that we already shared. We'll take it, cause you know we'll take it there. Can't let you win it when these haters got it clear. Is it fair? Is it fair? Is it fair? Nothing in this really is. Nothing small about me. I'm just handling my bitch. Life been trying to test me. I've been acing every quit. They been trying to tell a nigga how he finna live. Didn't wanna bet on me. I placed the highest bid. I'm in a special front. Now, but I ain't played sick. from what they took, or they had to face a bit. Ain't in the trap, cause I value trying to live. Tell me what it is you really want the shit? If people send the blitz, is you really down to mix? We from two different worlds, so they swore we wouldn't mix. But God, we really that, so we only bringing piss. Yeah, I went to college, but I grew up in the trench. They want no revoir, yeah, I took a little French. Yeah, I can't lie, I ain't never been a simp. Think they got a leg on me, and I'ma leave them with a limp. Baby, I'm there. Know that you miss when I was playing in your head. Watch you till you trust you, let me beat it like a snake. Never when I'm sober, even more when I'm in pain. Baby, don't be scared, don't be scared, don't be scared. A lot of memories that we already shared. I'll take it cause you know we'll take it there. I know that you winning when these haters got it clear. It's a fair, it's a fair, it's a fair.
Dog with me, run through these dogs with me, take you through the mud with me, do in love with me, show you how to ball. Let's hit the mall. You was around when I was down, baby. Now I'm standing tall. Can you show me you gon' ride with me? You gon' slide with me, hit the mall, get fly with me, pick up supplies with me. I pick up your calls. She wanted it all, had to take her to the pound, baby. Said she wanted a dog, just need you to be right there, baby. Show that you care, baby. Some shit don't be fair, baby. Just don't be scared, baby. Pin you to the wall. Might go wrong. She just wanna get me head, got me in love with her skull. Come get right, baby. This flight, baby. This just something like you're my type, baby. She gon' suck it all. I'm in her jaws, let's go money over bitches, but you know that that's just
Baby,
why.
are you there? You miss when I was playing in your head. I trust you, let me beat it like a snake. It's never when I'm sober, even more when I'm in pain. Baby, don't be scared, don't be scared, don't be scared. A lot of memories that we already shared. We'll take it cause you know we'll take it there. You know that you winning when these haters got it clear. It's a fair, it's a fair, it's a fair.
That's that new JKJ. And stay 100.
Trap Bando. Shout out to Lil Bro.
Lil Bro killed that shit too.
Man, listen, bro.
He snapped.
Bro, I was like, damn, cuz. Let's do some more.
Did you know he was nice like that?
Man, yeah, but it's crazy because, like, with my brother, like, he tries, because they respect, like, what I do with music so heavy.
Yeah.
They, like, he tries to come harder. Like, both of them, like, they try to go harder because it's like they feel like I'm such a level that they feel like they got to be such a level.
Yeah. You're big dog to him.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, meanwhile, I be looking at them like, bro, you're crazy because my brain don't work like that. How do you do that?
That make you feel good that you inspire them in that way?
Bro, yeah, because I never knew.
Right.
When we was kids, it'd be like some shit where it was like, we 4 or 5 years apart. So, like, you know, sibling rivalry, all that type shit. But, like, we never, I was going to college by the time they were coming into their years, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, we just different people.
Mm-hmm.
And that was something that, like, my mom used to be like, oh, I just want my boys to be close. And, like, the older we got, we found stuff that brought us
closer together.
Yeah, like,
y'all have more things in common.
Yeah.
I mean, I think when there's such an age gap like that, though, it's hard to really have a lot of stuff in common until you get to an age of being a man, you know what I mean? Until they get to the age of where y'all can have more commonality. Because, you know what I mean, when they kids, they still on kid shit. You're on grown shit at that point.
So it's like, man, like when we get to go in and be in the studio for music, man, it'd be like an amazing time for real. Like we like in there working.
They got your work ethic when it comes to the music?
Listen, man, my little brother called me. I'd be laying down. He'd be like, bro. I'd be like, bro, it's 2 a.m. He'd be like, bro, I got this verse. Is you sleep? Is you doing something? Let me rap this for you. I'll be like, all right. Half sleep, all that, bro. Like
you're the people when they need that, when they need to know. You got people like that you go to whenever you drop a new track, whenever you make new music. You got people that you send it to, like, yo, check this out for me.
I send it to them, but they don't always listen. You know what I'm saying? And it might be because I make so much music.
Yeah,
might be
nigga,
like,
you got 24 joints.
Yeah,
bro.
they be like, all right, bro, like you just
come on, you killing me, nigga. I got your whole project in my phone right now, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I got all 24 in here, bro. You ain't got to do this to me.
But I'll send some, and it'd be funny too because I say something to you. If I send it to you and you don't say nothing, they be like, "Hey, bro, hi." I be like, "Yeah, did you listen to that song though? When did you send me the song?" Like, all right. Swear, bro. I be sending my man. Shout out to Tay Comins. You know what I'm saying? The mayor of Wilkinsburg. I be sending bro my music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He always hits me back with the feedback. Like,
That's your homie?
Yeah.
He the mayor?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. And he be the one hitting you back with the feedback. He running the whole city, and he got enough time to hit you with the feedback.
Hey, bro, I be just appreciating it.
These niggas can't even hit you back, bro.
I be like, he run the city.
Yeah. What is y'all doing?
Nothing.
What is y'all doing? Why can't y'all listen to
They ain't even pick their kids up.
Right. What is they doing? They ain't got their priorities in order. They ain't running no city. Niggas ain't running cities. All right. So we getting into the let's play one more joint off of here. So this is out right now.
Yeah.
When did you release this?
I
feel like I asked you that, but that's some hot shit if I did. I forgot.
The 1st. Yep.
The 1st?
November 1st.
So that's new.
Yeah.
Brand spanking new.
I'm trying to think. What should we play?
What should we play? Y'all getting a sneak preview tonight.
Let's see. We played Isn't Fair. We played Shador. You know what? I'm going to say play Moment.
Bet.
Mm-hmm.
So we listening to that new JKJ and Stay 100. 100 flips. This joint's called Moment on all platforms.
I need a moment. Said I need a moment. I'm having a moment. I'm trying to live in the moment. These days are hard to describe. I've been feeling the stash. I've been feeling the light. But still ain't accepted they died. No, still I've been faking the smile. Yeah, I'm trying to give them a vibe. Quiet but screaming inside. Cool, but ain't never high. Oh no, I don't get no time to grieve. And prayer scraping up the knees. Inflation pushing up the fees. And I ain't never had the means. I always knew to make a buck. And I ain't making up. Everybody see the talent, but ain't nobody trying to catch. Emotional, also detached. Call me for duty, I'm loving the man. The truth like I offended the fact. Bitches support, better know where you at. Covered the phone up and tap. This ain't no wrestling, y'all in the middle. Keep trapping the brothers they trap. They go from Tony Montana to rest. Y'all ain't no switching up, I ain't no demon. Grew up around and could call if I need. Shine around wolves and your ass better feed. Picking you out of they taking you out. These days I'm so far removed. Can't even touch cause I'm so out of losing my mind. I need some relief. But I know greatness is waiting for me. I know the problem gon' be in the road. When you got driving your race to achieve. No matter when in the biggest of kings. Stick with my homies until we achieve. Living in Vegas, we ain't straight to breathe. Sticking my soul to the mission complete. Try not to follow, we breaking the lead. Don't live in fear, but never who breathe. No. I need a moment. Wait, I need a moment. Yeah, I said I need a moment. Tell them wait, I need a moment. Wait, I need a moment. And I'm trying to live in the moment. Y'all gotta give me a moment. I'm trying to live in the moment.
Hey, that's Moment.
Yes, sir.
Indeed. That's off the new JKJ and Stay 100.
Stay 100.
That's crazy. I messed with that one. You had you were saying a lot of stuff in there for real.
Man. I said, these days I'm so far removed I can't keep in touch because I'm so out of reach.
Crazy, bro. Crazy.
Bro, that's the craziest. I be blowing my own mind.
And I noticed with you have a lot of versatility. Like there's not a track that sounds the same. You know what I mean? Everything sounds different. You can go from different types of styles, you know, some introspective, some hype stuff, some, you know, you got flavors. And I often find with artists who are versatile that sometimes if people listen to like just a track, they might think that's what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find that to be the case that sometimes you're misconstrued as an artist because of your versatility?
No, for real. You know what? My big claim to fame, I guess, or what I always tell people is, I'm a variety pack, man. I got something for everybody.
Yeah.
So I know the hustlers is gonna like something.
Yeah.
I know the killers is gonna like something. I know the
Yeah.
wholesome people gonna like something. The college kid, the worker, the everybody. There's a song
You got
out
something
of
for
13
everybody.
tracks,
Yeah.
and they don't even be the ones I expect. Bro, Window Pane went crazy with some of the most dangerous people I know. They'd be like, bro, that Window Pane is my joint. You ain't performing Window Pane? And I'd be like, whatever you want me to perform, bro. I got you. I'll perform. Like it's crazy, bro. Like, and I never knew it was gonna hit people like that. When I was writing it, I was just like, this is what I'm feeling. This is me. You know what I'm saying? So like I always that's why I believe in projects so much. Like I feel like because you can get attached to that's why fans be having them opinions. They be like, this ain't like the old music. He need to because you heard one song, bro,
Right.
and you thought he was gonna do a whole album of turn up music.
Right.
Who's turned up 24/7?
Yeah.
You ain't got no life problems. Ain't nothing happened. Your dog ain't died. Something happened, bro.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
And it'd be cool for the club. Sometimes you just driving and you want to chill.
Bro, and that was what I had to learn. Like, I used to be such a like, oh, this ain't real hip hop until I realized, bro, I don't want to hear you preaching to me in the club, bro.
Right.
Like,
it's not for that situation.
Yeah, like the same way, like when I'm trying to unwind, I don't want to hear no super crazy ratchet. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in the club, don't nobody want to hear you lecturing them.
Right.
I'm trying to drink and get my, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Chill out.
It's gotta be for the occasion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. Like versatility can be a gift and a curse. A lot of time, people hear one song and they think, that's what it is, or they might expect it. Or sometimes you might even get the homies like, you need to make more songs like that one song.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, bro, like it's more to me than just that.
Like, bro, you ain't listening to nothing else?
Yeah.
They be like, yeah, but that one song was hard. Be like, yeah, bro, but like, okay, so you listen to that when you was turned. Listen to something else when you just chilling. You might find something else you like on there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason, that's the way I always try to approach it. I'm not making music for a specific person or group.
Right. You're making music for yourself.
Yeah. And I believe somebody in all these different groups will like at least one of these songs. Probably gonna like majority of the songs after you find that one song you like.
I know one of the songs I heard from you that I was blown away was really dope for me was there was like a concert series that was going on during the pandemic. What was it? Empty Spaces, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Empty Spaces concert series. And you had did a segment on there. You did a few songs for it. And I stumbled across it, and yours was the one that made me pay attention. I started looking more into them. And it was the song Solitude you did in that concert series. And that shit went so crazy to me, bro.
It's still going crazy.
That really showed me your range. I'm gonna play that as well, just because it's one of my favorites. That showed me the range that you had musically, and tell me a little bit about that song and the creative process, and even about the Empty Spaces. How did that come about? How was you approached about that?
Man, so like,
tell the people who don't know what Empty Spaces was, what Empty Spaces was.
So Empty Space Project was this dope little joint. They had this venue. It was like this old, I don't know if it was a mill or something. But it was this old building, all this old like artifacts and like little like art stuff and all of that in there. And they would just have artists come in, and however you could use the creative space, you used it and performed your song. So I'm like, all right. They come down there like, we got this baseball bat. They were like, we got this baseball kind of idea for. I was like, cool. I got this JKJ baseball jersey. I'm gonna wear it.
Oh,
whatever.
Damn, that worked
You know
out.
what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. I made sure I wore the white pants and all that. It looked like a little baseball player.
Yeah.
So we out there, and man, I'm like, damn, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this in one take and all of that. And they're like, yeah, because we're getting a whole clean take, so it's all the way through. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, you got to find some songs for that. So I'm trying to find a song that's like that kind of mode.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, all right, we just gonna run with we gonna run with Solitude. I wasn't even thinking nothing of it, bro. Like people was telling me they kind of liked the song before, and I'm just like, all right, cool. Like it wasn't something I was crazy big on.
Yeah.
Man, I put that joint out, and then the video for that started going crazy, and I didn't put no promo behind that song.
Just real organic.
Like crazy, bro. It got picked up by I think it's got picked up by probably 200 plus playlists now.
Damn.
I think it's like I gotta be almost over 200,000 plays, something like that.
Damn.
Now. Bro, like it was crazy. I was looking to try to figure out, and it was the first time I ever heard of people finding music on TikTok.
Damn, bro.
Somebody
Is
made a
that one
TikTok.
of your big? Is that one of your biggest songs?
Yes, that's my biggest song.
That's crazy, bro. I didn't know that before even telling you about that. But
Solitude is
that's
my biggest song. Like
yeah.
I still get thousands of plays monthly.
What do you think made that song so special for everyone else? Well,
Man,
shit. Let's hold on before you answer that. What made that song special to you?
uh, it was really just another example, another night of me letting out my emotion. You know what I'm saying? I be feeling, you know what I'm saying, unheard sometimes. So like that was really like where I was going and what the kind of mind state I was in when I was doing that.
Okay.
And people resonate with pain music. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I always tell people it's easier because like not everybody feels like they've had a good day,
Right.
but everybody feels like they've had a fucked up day or they've experienced pain or something like that. You know what I
You
mean?
think it's more relatable?
Yeah. Like, and if you can relate, it's gonna hit you harder.
For sure.
Like, cause next time you have a bad day and you go through what kind of music you want to play on your bad day, you're gonna play that on your bad day playlist.
Yeah. Sometimes it might make you feel better on
Mhm.
that bad day. Listening to music like that might be like therapeutic type
Mhm.
for people, and I feel like that's what it is. Like sometimes you just want to be sad, so you might want to listen to something that's in that vein of music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna get into this Solitude. This was on the Golden Child project,
Yes, sir.
and people gonna stream this as well,
Yes, sir.
all platforms.
All platforms.
This is Solitude from JKJ.
Yeah, y'all know the name. I'm losing my mind. I can't lose control. I'm out of my own, and I feel alone. And I try to call. There's no one to phone. A trip through my mind. It's like I travel alone, and I gotta smoke to ease up the pain. They don't understand. I'm tired of trying to explain, and I wanna hear, but I don't know how. And I've been through hell, but manufacture the smiles. I relate to no other. Kevin Alvin's my brother. I don't fit in with the fan, but all we got is each other. I need space, so don't smother. I do this all for my mother. And I gotta recover. Don't do this shit like no other. On the mission, crazy from Portside down to Decatur. LAX was major. Got cold, we added the latest. Dragon Balls, I'm the Slayer. Cold as they see like the Slater. In Florida with the Gators, they label him like the major. Saved by the wall, whoa. Saved by the wall, whoa. Saved by the wall, whoa. Saved by the wall.
Yeah, that's JKJ Solitude.
I still got people that message me and ask me to put a second verse on there.
Tell them they gotta leave it alone, man. Let it be what it
Bro,
is.
I tried. Listen, I
Let
had
that
to,
live.
for a minute, my one homie, every time I would drop new music, he'd be like, "But this still ain't the second verse," and I'd be like, "Bro, it's over for.
Yeah, right now.
We're not
We're
putting
not doing
another
that.
verse on there."
It is what it is at this point. No, but that's what's up, that people gravitate and they have something that they care about that much that they can't even get enough of it.
Swear, bro.
They want more of it. I feel it, and I feel you know, less is more sometimes. Go ahead and listen to it 5 times in a row and you're whip alone by
Bro,
yourself.
just put it on
Put on repeat. Yeah. That's what them joints are for, right? Let them bump it. So we touched on the old stuff, you know what I mean? We touched on the new stuff.
Mhm.
What you got planned for the future? What can we look for? You got some shows coming up? You got any projects you're working on currently?
I've been getting questions about shows recently. I ain't got nothing booked. If anybody want to book me, holla at me. We can get it cracking.
Yeah, tell them how to get a hold of you one
You know
more
what I'm
time.
saying? You can follow me at everything JKJ412. Email is jkjnation@gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? It's the nation always. Y'all know the name. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't hard to find for real. And I'm super easy to work with.
Yeah.
I love to work with people, you know what I'm saying? I love to see what kind of collabs we can get it cracking for real.
You enjoy collabs? You do a lot of collaboration stuff.
Yeah, I love collab. Bro, for a minute I felt like boys was like scared to work with me or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should take that as a compliment. But
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, like reach out. I work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, y'all hear that? Definitely get a hold of him, man. He said he's open to work.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to create.
I know you just dropped the project now. You got some visuals you plan on doing for that joint?
Yeah, so we got we we shot a video to Relocation. That's already out.
Okay.
I just dropped a video to Questions a couple weeks ago. So that's out. That's on the project. We're trying to get a couple more. We want to get a video to That Isn't Fair.
Yes, sir.
Trying to work something out for that Shador because I feel like that could go crazy, especially if we can get it to go viral.
Yeah. What up, Shador?
Yeah.
I know y'all took that tough L, but you played.
You know what I'm saying? They
You
need to
played,
be
bro.
playing this in the locker room. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
You're gonna be there another year. You can play this in the locker room.
Yes, sir. Yeah, hell yeah, man. I'm glad you decided to join me tonight, bro. It was truly an honor. You know what I mean? I've seen you grow through a lot of this and look forward to seeing what's next for you and what's upcoming. It's Marley State of Mind podcast here at A Bunch of Bull Studios, the world dopest podcast. You know, we bring you the dopest guests every week, and we're going to do the same next week. So make sure y'all join us. My man JKJ came down to join us.